It's Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, and I'm posting this video a couple of days after the winter solstice, the darkest day of the year. And the content of this video is going to be about descent into the underworld and releasing the demons and facing the forces of darkness. First, I want to express just appreciation for the value of myth. In the ancient world, myth was the primary vehicle that human beings had an idea of who they were, what made them unique, of their purpose, of the truth of their existence. And I still believe in our modern world, myth is every bit as important in knowing the truth of who we are. Now, there is this modern movement of scientific reductionism that dismisses myth and stories as being just that, as just a story of trying to explain something that we can't explain. But I truly believe there's a lot more. I think in the poetry and in the imagery that we have in these stories, that the imagery just evokes a greater truth that is resonant, that's deep within our soul. And so, as I tell these stories to you today, I invite you just to turn off that inner critic and let the words, let the images move you, take you on a journey of the soul. And I hope that what I tell you, you can reflect and find the truth within you that these images are intended to elicit. So, in the ancient world, the sun was associated with God, with the light that was guiding humanity, and the darkness was associated with evil. And the winter season was believed to be the time when the forces of evil overtook the light, when darkness was consuming the light, as the sunlight, the time that the sun was upon us was shorter, and the time that the darkness grew to be longer. And in many ancient polytheistic religions, we have the stories of a God, an advocate of humanity, dying and then descending into the underworld. And we have this with Osiris in Egyptian mythology. We have this with Dionysus in Greek mythology. And we have this with Balder in Norse mythology. And there are these stories of death and resurrection. And in the modern day, in Christianity, we have the story of Jesus, though we are celebrating the birth of Jesus on Christmas, December 25th, and though some celebrate Saturnalia on that day as well. But we have a similar story of Jesus descending into the underworld. Now, some would maybe think that a more timely choice for me to make this video would be around Easter, as that is the celebration of the death of Jesus. But I believe that the winter season is going to be the more appropriate time for the nature of the story. So you listen up and just see what you think. But this is a Gnostic story about Jesus, and there's not a whole lot of stories about what happens on the 3 days that Jesus is in the underworld. 3, also very special number in numerology. But in the ancient world, the underworld, it was believed that hell, the place where souls went when they died, was in the center of the earth. And the realm of hell, when one descended into the hollow earth, and that's where they met demons, and reptilians, and some in our modern day still believe that there are demons and reptilians in a hollow earth in Antarctica. But I diverge. So this story involves Jesus descending, and in his time in the underworld, Jesus confronts demons. And the demons that Jesus is confronting are chained to the earth. And Jesus goes and sets these demons free when he's down there. Now, why would he do this? Why would one who is believed to be the Savior of humanity set free demons? Could it be that these demons, when chained to the earth, have an influence, a stronger influence on the human condition through fear, through trauma? And could it be by facing these demons and setting them free, that frees the world to see things as they are? That frees the world to have the courage to face the demons and to essentially neutralize their power when viewing them for what they are. So this story was told to me by a wise mentor. I never heard it before, but it really elicited truth, as I believe this winter time, the end of the year, this is a wonderful time to go within ourselves, to go inside and to look at the demons that we have attached to us, that are chained to us, and to take a good, honest look at them and then set them free. And when we set them free, that opens the space for grace. That opens the space for the one Creator to breathe new life into us. And as we stop identifying with the patterns that these entities, these dark forces that govern our subconscious to dictate, now we are free to live life anew. So, as the dark days are still on us, but the sun's starting to come out, I invite you to go within. Journey to the center of your earth. Set the demons free and be free. And for all you chosen ones, I wish you freedom, and I wish you to see the truth of who and what you are. And I, Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, will see you on the other side.